to the Dents. I am Devon D.
And I am your girl therapist, Mickell D.
And welcome to our podcast, our show, where we deliver raw and authentic conversation that is built to inspire and support individuals in relationships and those who want to be in one. We're going to share our journey and insights on balancing our individuality and our togetherness while providing some advice and relatable experiences to help you strengthen your bond within yourself or whoever the hell you with.
That part.
So today, what we talking about, therapist Mickell D?
So last episode, thank y'all so much for joining us. Last episode, we let y'all know we are halfway through our season, y'all.
Yes, we are.
So today we are on the other, you know how they be like hump day? We got over the hump. Get it?
Well, we talking about some humping today.
I said myself, you be, dang, D.
You gotta be quick on your toes with me, baby. You know,
dang,
you
every
learn
time.
how to tap dance around this motherfucker.
I see you. You a little slickster. Anyways, they gonna know what I mean later when I gotta ask you that question. But we ain't gonna get a show away.
I think they can tell by the title. Your ex and sex.
Excuse me.
That's what the title says.
That's my part of the show.
Oh, what we talking about today, baby?
First, we gotta say what we talked about last week.
Oh, what we talked about last week?
We talked about black love and the representation. Asshole.
That's what we talked about last week was black love. Make sure y'all go check out that episode. Let us know what y'all think about it. And what does black love really mean to you? So that was some of the questions that we, posed that last week. So go check out that episode. It was definitely a good one. So
yes, sir. And then today we're talking about
your ex and sex. That's what we're talking about.
Look, he ain't never said a title. But when we put sex in the title, he can't even wait. You jumping all in front of me.
What you mean?
It just hit me. Why?
What you mean? Why?
It just hit me.
What
why?
you mean?
Yeah.
That's you discriminating. That's sexualism. Yeah, that's what you're doing to me. Stop doing that. That is not nice.
Really?
Yeah, that's not nice. You just did that because I'm a man.
That's what you
trying to say he want to talk about sex. I'm just saying.
Y'all go back and y'all go see. He ain't never said no titles. This time he wanted to not only say the title, but say it out of turn and then giving them hints. Talking about something. They gonna see it in the headlining.
It's in the title.
Look, you this episode, y'all. Y'all go back. This is gonna be the episode where he took his mask off. I bet y'all.
What?
Yeah, let's go.
What you mean my mask? See how she dropped that seed to kind of like, that's conditioning. That's grooming them. Stop grooming the crowd.
I'm not grooming them. Maybe I'm just #mask hint because TED Talk, you don't want you say always be marketing.
Yeah, but not grooming.
It's not grooming.
You are.
No.
You grooming them to look and think about a certain way.
No,
so when they go
I'm
back and look
marketing.
at it, they're going to have that in their head like, look,
guilty.
He never said that.
He's so guilty.
He never said a title. He sure never did.
You
grooming them. You grooming them.
I literally said that because I have TEDx coming and my whole show is about masking. Always be marketing, sir.
What? Okay.
Who won that, y'all? Who won? Who bullshitting him with me?
Y'all let me know.
Good, so let's dive in, baby, because I see what you on today. I gotta stay on my toes.
What?
So, how important is sex in a relationship?
Oh, you already ready for the questions?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Since
you skipping steps, let's dive in.
What you mean? So is this an R question now?
This is an R question.
Oh, so why you look like it's just so on me?
You see how guilty it is? If y'all go back, this is how we start every show. I asked them the question. So guilty. See, women, y'all got to pay attention to their behaviors. Pay attention to their behaviors. When they do out of the box, unordinary shit, like if that man ain't never rubbed your feet before, and then he just, you know what I'm saying? You just got to, yeah.
So we just can't be nice?
I knew that was
so
coming.
So we just can't
be
nice.
I knew that was coming.
He just wanted to rub feet. You know what? Like, I ain't rub. You know what?
Nope. Because,
let me get out my own way sometime. and let me rub her feet. And now because I rubbed her feet, now he on something. What is that about?
I knew you was gonna say that, right? I was ahead of you. This chess, like you taught me to play, right?
See, now you why we at war? Why we on opposite sides of the board? I thought we was in alignment.
We are in alignment.
All right, then. What you doing? You got your guard? You got your fists up? Cause, hey, baby, I surrender.
Y'all see that? He a good one. Y'all see it in real time. He is a Scorpio through and through, baby. Don't get it twisted, y'all. He's still 3D.
I'm surrendering.
You gotta know your husband,
I'm surrendering.
though.
I surrender to you,
Okay,
baby.
Daddy.
I surrender. Okay. You ain't gotta have your fist up. I'll take it for you. I'll take it. Ouch.
I just kissed it.
Oh, okay. Kiss it again. Thank you. All right.
You ready?
Ooh, yeah. So, how important is what?
How important is sex in a relationship?
Very shit.
Say it with your chest
Say it
out.
with your chest. like you need water?
Yeah.
Need pussy. What you mean? You said very Scorpio-ish. You said say it with your chest out.
Oh, that's what that was? That's what that was?
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God. You said it with your chest out.
I was just saying, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get my props around here.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's very important. I think sex is can be. It depends on the person, though, in the relationships. But it can be. It can be depending on the person's love languages or the people loves languages. Sex can be a major factor in the equation. It's definitely a conversation, you know what I'm saying? So if, people are out there in relationships, I would definitely just encourage them to have a conversation about how important sex is to them and what their sex requirements is. Have some sex requirements.
I'm glad you were so funny for that.
Have some sex requirements out there. Like when they come to the table, like, put it on the table. Like, you got to be ready to play the game. This is what the game requires. You know what I mean? I need 48 minutes out you. 3/4.
Babe, could you put a disclaimer on this episode at the bottom? Look, my homegirl, shout out to my fave, because she was reading my emails and putting me up on game or something.
What?
But I need you. Can we do that?
What?
We're going to put a disclaimer because this advice, I'm not trusting. This advice, we are not responsible for. We are not responsible for any relationship breakups, makeups, or none of that. This is fun and this is how we do things, okay?
Oh, so you just saving some heartache out there? What you doing? What do we need the disclaimer?
Yes, because you sitting up here telling these men or women.
What?
Put their foot down, and you say, I need at least this.
You gonna have sex requirements.
You gonna have these men. I'm for women, so I am being biased, I admit, okay? You gonna have these men getting their ass whooped. If they, look, they gonna watch the podcast, and when they wife come in, they gonna say, yeah.
Do what
I need it this way.
You gotta do it like this. Baby, I don't want to fight. Y'all see how I just did that, right? Baby, I just want you. Yeah, we gonna win with that one. Baby, I don't want to fight. I just want you. You know what I mean?
I wish they could see. I wish they could just really was in the room with us and see that you throwing your hands up, right? Mm-hmm. But you throwing your hands up, but it's more the energy that you bring with it. Mm-hmm. It's like your energy shifts to calm. Like when you're in sync with someone, like the energy is like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Shout out to my boy Zeno. Yeah, we doing classes. I can, man. You can, man. You can, man. For the men who think they can't, you can, man. I'm going to teach you how to do that.
See, energy. You got to show them the energy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, before I answer to this response is,
No, for sure.
Poll. We want to do a poll to the audience.
For sure. We're gonna do a poll. And what's the question again?
How many times a week should couples have sex?
Sex requirements. Told y'all, sex requirements. Have your sex requirements. How many times a week?
Y'all see, he's so excited.
I'm just talking.
Y'all done seen his teeth the whole episode. This nigga is excited about this topic. I just want y'all to know.
No.
He throwing up the hands, everything.
No, what you mean? I'm just saying. That was the is it on your pad or not? Let me watch this. Is this question on your pad or not? Is it?
A minimum. So we want to give a poll.
Okay.
How many times a week should couples have sex?
How many times?
A minimum.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2. How many? I've heard relationships out there where people be like, I think you told me this. We had 3 to 6, like 4 times a year or some shit. Like, what? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No.
You lying. There's no fucking way that you living in the same house with a woman and you only having sex for... He gay. Nigga gay. The nigga gay. He got... Nigga, what? 4 times a year? He was gay or that nigga already had a little freak leak that he was...
Probably both on some real shit. That's the 100 shit right there. Well, I already know.
Yeah, 2 things could be true.
I was just finna say that shit, nigga.
2 things could be true at once.
I was just finna say that.
I seen niggas who dipped in both sides of the Kool-Aid. Like, for real. 4 times a year. I just don't believe that. Like, explain that. How do you live with somebody and y'all only having sex 4 times a year?
So, of course, it wasn't every year, right? So
I don't care what year, nigga.
I mean, but let's not get it twisted. It wasn't too many times from that, you know. Mm-hmm. But you get to a point where it's like it becomes not important. You focus and tunnel vision on other things, and then it's just not important. You know, like it just becomes not important.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
I know.
I like you. Pause.
No.
But to all my men out there who are early morning risers, how is not on your mind?
Because then that means you're not attracted to the person. You're not into them.
I don't gotta be. Be attracted to the motherfucker.
Oh, what? No.
What you mean?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll come a time where we can call that person. We can ask that.
Listen, man.
Because I don't know.
A nigga gonna even go fuck the ugly bitch more than 4 times a year. Like, attraction ain't in the equation. It's pussy on the table. Like,
I'm going.
Was you just not going?
I wasn't
Was
going.
it a fight when he was coming?
Nah, it wasn't that. We just wasn't on that. Like, I mean, sometimes, yeah.
I need y'all advice out there. Could you be in a relationship with somebody and only have sex 4 times a year? I need some help.
God.
This is like a confessional now. Like, let me know.
That is not on the iPad. This is how you know. Jesus.
4 times a year. Let me know if y'all could do that or not.
That's a good question, D. I want to know that. That's good.
I want to know.
That's good.
I want to know.
That's good.
So yeah, that's crazy.
And that's for real type shit. You know me, I'm a straight shooter. Like that's on some 100 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga gay.
But
I'm going towards gay.
Yeah. I mean.
Anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let us know the answers in the comment section. We want to know what's the minimum like per week for you.
Yeah.
You know, it's all subjective, so this is all your personal opinion. And, but do you think you should have even sex requirements? I want to know that too. Should you have sex requirements in a relationship? Like, should that be like on the table? Like, look, man, if you ain't, and then if you don't do this many times, I get a green light to cheat.
Look, motherfucker heard nothing until you said that. Listen, I'm taking a picture of this.
Until I said that.
My iPad for go dead. But I took a picture.
Oh, you good?
Go ahead, but listen, that's good, babe. I like that. And also, I want to caveat to that. Also, in the comments, let us know. Do life get ever to the point where sex is not like the forefront? Like, could you date someone who couldn't have sex anymore? Could you date them?
Or like if they had like a medical condition and couldn't have sex no more. See, I gotta give them a pass on that.
Or what if like,
if it's a medical condition, I gotta give you a pass on that.
Okay. So what if you met them and you fell in love with them and then they told you later about the medical condition?
Don't trick me. Don't trick me into that's like if so what would happen? Let me ask you this question then. So what would happen if all while we was dating, I told you I don't want to have sex to marriage, right? And then we hung out and whatever for 2 years until we got married. And then the honeymoon night we supposed to do this shit, right? It's supposed to be honey and moons, a bunch of moons, right? Then I tell you, my dick don't work. What now?
But then you lied because you said we're not gonna have sex until anticipating sex. What if you meet someone y'all don't really discuss that? Like, what if y'all ask each other, is sex important? And both y'all like, not really important, and y'all end it there, you know, and y'all just date and get to know each other and sex don't come up. And then you fall in love with them, and then at that time you kiss on them, and they're like, I gotta tell you something.
Then what? Nigga, then what?
You know how like in the movie scenes they be like,
yeah,
that's how
I want to know. Then what, nigga? That's why I'm waiting on this next scene. Like, what happens next? Then you told him. Then what? What you?
Then that's what happened.
We supposed to be in there. It's supposed to be cool.
Like, would you still be with them?
That's my question to you.
Oh, it depends. Like
That's why I said I told you that night, honeymoon night, my dick don't work. Now my dick don't work. What you gonna do?
I thought you was just giving a scenario. I didn't know you really was asking.
No,
that.
I'm really asking.
If you said that, I would be like, how long has this been happening? And if you led
my dick don't work. How long has this been happening? My whole entire life.
So it don't get hard?
Not at all.
Okay. So when you said that we're gonna wait to have sex until we marry, what did that mean?
That mean that we wasn't gonna get intimate with each other until after our ceremony and commitment with each other.
If you answered like that dumbass way, if you answer that dumbass way,
what you mean?
If you answer that dumbass way,
what you mean?
Then
what you mean? We're not gonna get intimate.
I'm not gonna be able to. If you answer no, we're role playing. Let me stick to the role play. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Listen. Okay, so if you boom, listen, you say that boom, that's your response. Then I will let you know that we have to get something, like we gotta do an annulment because not because your dick don't work.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Stop it.
It's not.
It is because the dick don't work.
It's because
it is.
It's not.
Stop lying.
I'm gonna tell you what it's about. It is about.
You gonna answer this dumb ass way, huh?
Yeah. Now let me answer my dumb ass way. So you want to say that dumb ass shit? Let me answer back.
Go ahead.
So it's like you misled me. You manipulated me. I would feel like that. I would feel like this is some important stuff. So in my mind, I would be like, what? I would be like, what else would you lie about? No, because I'm trying to say it in the nicest way. Like, what else would you lie about? Like, so you believe lying if you withheld information that's not lying?
You're going to go down the rabbit hole of lying when this is my only secret to you.
That's just how my brain works.
My only secret is my dick don't work. That's the only secret I got. I ain't lied to you about nothing else.
I can't trust you.
You can't trust me? Mm-mm. So, you lying. So sex would be important then.
When did I ever say sex not important?
No, I'm just saying, well, okay, you're not lying, but...
You see? He want me to be a liar so
no,
bad.
No, not lying, but I was just thinking like, so sex is important.
sex is important, but sex is not everything. For some people, they mix the two.
So there was now what it was not misleading was that he said y'all gonna get intimate.
He didn't say that.
He did.
He said we're gonna wait to have sex.
No, that ain't what
He
go
did.
rewind this clip. I chose these words very wisely.
Okay. So then, no, because that can
So-
be real time how girls
'Cause
and men, but really women, I know because I can speak from a woman, how we mislead, like we a
Y'all
person.
heard that shit, folks.
Yeah, like on some real shit.
Come over and spend the night, but I don't want to do nothing. Fuck him over here. Y'all know what I'm
You know what I'm saying? To
I
cuddle.
just, you still remember the bullshit, huh?
I went right in mode.
Right in mode.
On what the?
I just want to cuddle.
Yeah.
So you just can't cuddle with me?
Right.
That's some bullshit.
That is.
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Ladies, don't set a nigga up for that okie doke. Don't do that to them. Don't do that to them.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I had that happen before. That's some bullshit.
That is.
Ooh, hot.
For real.
Nigga, hot.
I did that so many times.
Oh, niggas is hot. Niggas is mad.
Look, a motherfucker watching this
Niggas
podcast like,
is
y'all, she did
mad.
that shit to me.
And then a motherfucker that wait till like 11, 12, nighttime to even call you up.
Oh, I ain't never did that.
1 o'clock in the morning, come through. And now I don't want, no.
Okay, so what if you ask her to come through and she come through and she be like, I ain't on that. Would you be mad? Like, why you come over here?
If the conversation on the phone lets you know what it is. So leading up to me asking you to come over, it was some conversation that might have been, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Or if, nigga, you coming in my
Okay.
house at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You got out the bed at 1 o'clock in the morning to come over here?
Okay.
Oh, it's drama time. Oh, it's time for the thunder.
That part.
Chocolate. Thunder.
I cannot. I just cannot. I cannot. I'm just some water. I gotta get ready for you.
Well, I'm just talking. But yeah. Don't do that to them. Don't mislead them.
For real?
Don't do that. That's wrong.
So, how important is sex in a relationship? You said very.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important, especially if you got a sexual partner.
Go ahead.
I hope they can't hear the squeaking.
No, you good.
But especially if you have someone who is very sexual, and if that's part of their love language, I think it's important. I also think it's important because it releases hormones and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just think it's important.
All right.
Okay.
So she
then-
thinks sex is important. Let us know if you think sex is important in a relationship. We want your answers to these questions as well. So make sure y'all put those in the comment too.
Yeah. I think intimacy is more important though.
Yeah, that's what he said though. We're gonna get intimate and you broke up with him.
I broke up with him because I'm gonna feel like he lied to me.
But because you can't get no dick.
No, because he misled me. That's like no, because I would have the same way if somebody this whole time was like they gotta go to work, right? And they got investors and all of that shit. And then when we got married, the day we got married, and we was on our honeymoon, he was like, I got a confession. All them late nights I was gone, I'm really a drug dealer. You misled me. How can I trust you? It's the same thing. It's not because there's no dick.
How can I trust you?
That's where my mind will go.
I know. That's a deep place to go.
I know.
All right.
I know.
All right.
It
That's
just seems
why, yeah.
manipulative.
That's
you know?
why I'd rather just say the truth.
Yeah. Right. That part. Because then it's like it becomes manipulative and your brain mess with you, you know? But okay, so another question is, do you believe the sex dynamic changed after you become committed? Do you believe sex dynamic changed after you become committed to someone? Not like necessarily married, not necessarily, but that commitment, like, okay, we're about to do this thing. It's me and you know? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Why is that? You think it's only for a woman? Like, is this a personal question? I'm like, no, but for our dynamic, it did change because.
No, well, in my history with women and even my guy, men told me this though. Like OGs even told me this. So like once you get married, you get less pussy.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think that was true.
Yeah. Until you got married and got less pussy.
Now you told on yourself.
That's what you said. You said that.
No,
you
I
see?
was asking why. Is that with women? Though?
No,
like,
that is like somebody.
Because they don't even have to be married. It could just be in a relationship. Like, it changes then, too. Like.
You running with that?
No, it do.
I mean, it do. But you talk something I told on myself. And you talk about some girl. But you said, but OGs did say when you get married, and you like, but now I know. Like, nigga, you basically fucking said
after
it.
It was after you.
No, rewind this. Y'all let us know.
Who said it first?
You.
How? What sentence?
The one I just told you.
But was that before or after your statement?
It was before you threw me the alley hoop and you
couldn't wait. I threw you the alley hoop?
Yeah, and you couldn't wait till I said it out my mouth. So you was ready to say that. You planted the seed for a reason instead of just owning what you wanted to say.
Is she therapying me, y'all?
I'm just saying.
Is she therapying me?
I'm just saying. You said that was one of the questions. I mean, that was one of our questions last week too. I'm just saying. But
okay.
I agree. It do. But to answer your question, from my lens, I can answer from my lens and then for my homegirls because we really shoot the shit. And I've told you this too, like, because we talk. For me, it's like before like for like the first year, because we got married fast. So we're talking about a year span. So for that first year, we had different households. You know, we had different things. You had different, for like the first 6 months, I'll say, you had different things going on. So when we're together, it's like sometimes you was at your house, sometimes I was at my own house still, sometimes we'll spend the night with each other. But we didn't have any real responsibilities together. You know, you own your shit, I own mine. You know, we didn't bring stuff together. But when you bring stuff together or your partner is going through something, because you know how people think relationships is 50-50. No, it's not. Sometimes I understand. Like, I got to do 80 and maybe you got to do 20 and then you got to do 80. I got 20. Like, so when that shift, that became my focus. And then I put on my superhero cape. Like, I did what I had to do. So for me, sex wasn't that, you know. And if, like, our sex now, most recently, it's better because I'm trying to compartmentalize things, you know, and I gotta say that word slow. I'm hood, y'all. I really be practicing words. Do you know? I'll be like, I'll be Googling how do you pronounce, and I have to say it over and over and over. So, so for me, that's why the sex dynamic changed. And for a lot of women, it's like, for me, I don't feel my sex drive is high when I'm soft, when I don't have to be alpha, when I can feel safe, when I can not have to do all these things. So I think in the beginning of our relationship, I didn't have to do all that stuff.
I got a question about that, though.
Okay.
Because I've been hearing that comment or that statement a lot lately, is this soft girl era thing. Mm-hmm. And it's my question. Do you think when Boosie and Destiny's Child was doing all this independent women shit, that shit backfired? And now that's why they like, a lot of women is like, I'm tired of being hard. Now I'm trying to find a way to be soft. Because for a while, for a whole period of time, it was cool to be INDEPENDENT, the Dents. You know what that means.
Hey! Period! I caught that. You know what I'm saying? This thing you not on you.
Come on now.
Period. I see you.
But do you think that era backfired now? Because now I hear him, it's almost like a trend. Like, soft girl, I'm trying to be a soft girl. I'm tired of being. It's like, okay, why am I hearing this all over again?
Okay.
What created this? Like, why are we at this point where now a bunch of women feeling like they can't be soft now? Like, where did this come from? I'm going to
tell you.
Go ahead.
No, I want to know where you think it came from.
Again, I think it came from a lot of the independent era.
Okay.
Like, where it was like, you know, show these niggas you can do what they can do. Like, it was this whole period of that. Like, I don't need no nigga for nothing. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can fuck myself. They was even going there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now I want to be soft now because, again, now you don't know how to let go. You do got a man in the house, but again, you've been so dominant, nigga just be trying to respect your space and whatever the fuck you created. So, but then there's now, I'm tired of doing, like, what?
That's a really good question.
I
I think that's a really good question. And thank you for asking that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I for real think that's a legit question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, but I'm going to respond, but I just want to take a moment. It's not my therapist hat on. This is me feeling pulled to say this. I think a lot of relationships don't have honest conversations. I think that true conversation of asking the hard questions, like, what is this? So then you create a thing in your mind, and you see it how you see it, instead of us asking those questions and helping each other through it. You know what I mean? Like, wonder why. Let's pause. Why is that? Because maybe this. So I just appreciate that question. So how I'm going to respond to this question is, I do believe that has some input in it, the independent and things like that. But also I believe that and then the whole concept of men not in the house and things like that. But I believe that it happened generations ago when welfare came in. You know what I mean? And I think that then the independent act for women was women power, because when men left women, our self-esteem was low. It was we didn't think we can.
When men left women, and what you mean by that statement? When men left women.
When men left women, meaning, I'm gonna finish it so you can tell. Like, if a dude break up with a girl, right? What I was gonna continue to say is, when men leave women, we're heartbroken. Meaning, so just in general, like when a man breaks up with a woman, we're like, or we find them cheating, we're so heartbroken, we're so devastated, we don't believe we can that content. So I believe like independence and all of that was more of a girl power, like, girl, get your strength back. That's what I believe. And I believe that, yes, though, it influenced it, though, because now you got girls not putting up with a lot of bullshit that they normally would have put up with, and having that mindset of what you bring to the table and things like that. However, I want to take it a step further, because for me, the independent era, it didn't necessarily make me think I had to do it. It just made me feel okay with doing it. Like, it's okay to be a boss, because I've always had a certain mentality. However, that's still how I am, and I don't know how to be a woman in the home. That don't got nothing to do with that era. That has everything to do with my mom. All I saw what my mom do was grind and do it. And then when you become someone like me that helps support your whole family, I'm not talking about my extended family, I'm talking about my immediate family. When you do that and that's all you had to do, then you just got to work hard. I think what happened is the pandemic happened. And people were forced to deal with their mental health. They were forced to sit with themselves. Women, I'm only speaking because you asked me for me. And we were, by then, now we're healing. So now we're like, I'm tired. If all you know is survival mode and tough independence, you don't know how I feel to be soft. But once you start healing and feeling the energy and knowing who you are, now I yearn that. Now I know what peace feel like again. Now I know how I used to feel as a little girl. So that's what I believe. And for me, then when we were, when you met me, I was in that era where I was finding peace. I was in my soft girl era. And then when I said it changed, when we start blending things and it's like a little heavier, because I had to play my role. At the time I had to play my role. So when it's a little heavier, I'm mad now. It's kind of like a underneath resentment. I'm building, not knowing it, because I got to be the strong person again. I just stopped being the strong person. I just was soft. I wasn't. I want that again. So this soft girl era, I think, is more, some people do it because it's a trend, but when you really putting in that work, when you really dealing with stuff, when you really healing, when you really connecting, you want the soft girl era because you operate your best. Think about it. When I'm being more soft and learning how to put my guards down, I'm soft again with you in the beginning. Like, I'm on coming to you. Like, it's just a different dynamic. But I'm glad you asked that, so you can see it's bigger than just the independence and not letting guards. It's like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yes, I think
that was a real good question.
A lot of contributing factors in there.
I do, yeah. But I do believe that whole independent, and then even like Neo's son, Miss Independent, like all of these is like strengthening it. I most definitely believe that has something to do with it, though.
I just think it got carried away at a point.
Yeah.
It just got carried way away.
I agree. Absolutely.
It's like, what is happening now?
Yeah. And I think enough more women too, as far as the soft girl era, I think a lot more women are not being able, they're stop going with the trend.
Right.
Because it's been women. I always been although I am independent and I'm an alpha, don't get it twisted. I'm always my man type of woman. Like, I need my man. Man, I want him to pump my gas. I ain't never been that strong independent. I'm just an alpha and I'm a boss woman. I'm going to make sure I can hold my own. So for those type of women, it's just, they did get it carried away because then, even now, you still got it. You know, where it's
Well,
women
I just think it
feeling
backfired at this point now. I just think it's a lot where they want to go back to some of that. Not that you give away your power, and it's not that, you never wanted to have women to have power. It just went a little bananas, and now it created an imbalance. And now that's what we are experiencing, even with certain men in the home, is like how we get back to balancing where we are being both of our roles, you know what I'm saying? In the comfortableness, not feeling like I'm forced to be in this role and I'm forced to be in this role, like we comfortably in our roles. So I just think the balance just kind of got a little bit out of whack.
I agree. So. And that just reminded me where I was going with that. I think a lot of more women, like the me's, and just women that's not afraid to raise our hand now. Like, I need my man. I know y'all be having these little posts that saying, and now more people are raising their hands, So that's what I think it is.
Yeah. And that's why, again, like I say, you got to find you so that you don't be following a trend. And that's just super,
Yeah, that was good. Well, I don't got to ask some of these questions because we kicking the life today. So
I got some questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
About women.
Okay.
And this is a question for everybody. I just want to know this question. Why do women give less sex after commitment? Is there like a game? It's like, I got him now, so I don't need to do it.
I'm so glad you said this. I love this for us. No, I so love this for our relationship right now. Like, I'm so glad. No,
I'm just saying I wondered that. I wondered that growing up. It's like,
No. For some women, maybe, but not like women that I know or anything like that. But, people perform their best when they perform their best, right. But I think it's just the responsibility thing to me. I'm gonna go back.
It's just funny. It's just a funny.
That's good. But listen though, okay, question for y'all. Now. That's good.
I ain't gotta get.
No, you know what? Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. Why? No, women do that shit. On my mama, women do that shit.
I knew
Cause on my mama, somebody did that to my bro.
For real?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say which bro, but somebody did that to my bro.
Whoa.
They got married on my life, and she was like, "I don't gotta suck your dick no more. We married." My brother divorced that bitch.
He should have. Shout out to bro.
It was just her attitude about it because he was a good husband. Like, I used to be mad because her mama I used to feel like all the time him doing stuff like, and all of that. And then it's like, what? Why you do my nigga like that? And he like a you. So he an honest person. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, girl, yeah. I ain't gonna say which bro though. I ain't even finna do that. But that women do that. Yes, they do. I take that back. But I didn't do it to you, babe. We used to have a lot of sex in the beginning.
Oh, no. Every day.
You know what I'm saying? So, parents, if you're watching, pause, right? Well, fast forward, for about 30 seconds.
Hey, man, when I put this video up, it's a button that said, is it made for kids? And I hit not made for kids. So, all right, say what you
want. But no, so for the first year of our relationship, we had sex every single day.
Oh.
Every single day, 4 times a day. Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah. Yes.
What you telling on me? Why I feel like you're telling
I said that correctly.
Why I feel like I'm getting
told
on.
So when he say things change, I want y'all to know where his fucking baseline is, okay? Every day.
See, there was some underline.
I do not have birth control.
I knew there was some underline here somewhere.
I don't have, you know how you get them IUDs that you have no periods no more? I didn't have that. Okay. So. Okay.
Hey, yes. Man, my defense, I guess this part of our conversation too is, again, the title is Your Ex and Sex, right?
Yeah.
And prior to meeting you, I was with 2. So You know, my engine was still running. You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker was running.
I was still running on the two that I was.
You know what I'm saying? I know.
And now you got to take both.
Listen, I remember I said that out my mouth to someone before, like one of my most sexual best friends. And she was like, what? And mind you, I was the opposite of you.
Right.
You was a and I was fucking.
She was finna be a nun.
Type shit.
She was finna be a nun. So how do
So with you, I'm thinking.
Hugh Hefner and Sister Act.
Listen.
We got Playboy and Sister Act.
Listen. So at that time, so I'm like, and then prior to you, I didn't really, you know me. I am sensual, intimacy, all of that, but I've never really was on sex like that until my experience prior to, you in the situation. But other than that, so even the history, I didn't have sex this much, period. Not even close. So when I was talking to her, I'm talking shit now, like, yeah, I'm on your level now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how me and my girls talk. I don't know how y'all, like, me and my besties, we talk about everything.
Oh,
so
boy.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so I'm saying it. And she was like, what? She said, bitch, 4 times. She was like, on my highest of my high. I'm not. Baby girl, you know who you are. Tell me if you remember that conversation. And then I was like,
I hope you don't.
Because I'm thinking like that's what normal people do. Because remember, I wasn't
4 times a year.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
4 times a year to 4 times a day, nigga.
You know, like shit. So I'm thinking it's normal, and then I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this is what it is. And you know, me and you tapped in, so our stuff don't look like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm just experiencing all type of shit, right? So listen, and what had happened was to let you know, just so you can get some clarity. It wasn't like, oh, I got him now. It was really because of the merge, because now it ain't about that. Now we got to figure out how to blend families. Now her mama on the run. You know what I'm saying? I got to be her full time. So now you are experiencing me as not a new mom, but a new mom. I got to get used to all this again. So it was more about that, and then right after the year, my brother died. Right after that, we moved to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It was that, but now we're getting more settled. And that's just me. For like sex in that moment we had, I'm more of a like energy and all of that. So that's why that was thrown off. I wasn't trying to trap you, G. I was not trying to trap you.
They be trying to trap us. Get you all to you. You ever you know it was good in the beginning, and then as soon as like commitment came or responsibility come, shit changed. Let me know if y'all can resonate that in the comments.
Yeah.
Even with me, on the other side with men, like, he was taking you out to dinner and taking out the garbage. Until, right, you know what I'm saying?
That's not even the same.
It ain't?
No.
It ain't? I was trying to get a women's perspective.
That is not the same.
Well,
because if he used to give me flowers and take the trash out and stuff, and then you stopped, like when you gave some pussy and he stopped, you manipulated me.
Just like you.
That is not manipulation.
That's the same thing.
It's not.
Tell me if that ain't the same thing. You used to give me this pussy until we got commitment. Now you're not.
That's not how I went.
I'm just saying, like, I ain't say that's what you
I'm
did.
like, what?
I'm not saying, she's internalizing things here.
Right.
No, this is not for you, man.
Cause I get deep, like, okay, how can we feel like where we at? No, I'm gonna get to the bottom so we can. This is
what happens in the dating scene.
Got you. Let me put I have my wife hat on. Sorry, take it back off. We're on our podcast. Okay.
In the dating scene, that's what happens.
That. Absolutely.
So I was trying to give both perspectives, like, okay, when things just get to switching up. So I ain't gonna just say, hey, women switch up after do men switch up after a certain
I
point?
think it's like not necessarily the trash thing, but I think a good one is kind of like that dating them, just really romancing, romancing.
When
them.
he was chasing.
Yeah.
Just like you, just like when you was chasing and used to give me all the stuff, and now that we together, we ain't get. See, that's what I'm talking about in the dating scene. That's what happens in the dating. That's what I'm talking about. So tell me in the comment section, because y'all in the dating scene. Some of y'all, again, it's about who you want to be with, who you with, or whoever the hell is you with, whatever we say in the beginning.
Right.
But again, let us know in the comment section if you resonate with that. So what's the next question, though?
Dang, we be getting so lost in our stuff, man. I love this on my life. I guess the last question I'm gonna say is
the first one. No, what was it?
Oh no, we're on this. I get to ask you a question about men.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's right. All right, come on with it. Come on with it.
Why do men dick get hard every time a booty walk past? Or why do they automatically look, I should say?
Because I was sure about to say my dick don't get hard.
Right.
Every time my booty walk past. That's an interesting question. Why do men look at women's asses? My dad asked me this question when I was about 10 years old. And he said, son, you probably can ask every man in the world, why do men look at women's booties? And no one will ever be able to give you an answer. Mm. And my dad was right. I asked many men. And he just, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It just happens like your head it's just like you got Tourette's or shit.
Yeah.
Like, you just see the ass. There it is. Like, I don't know. Even if you move your eyes, like sometimes you just fucking move the eyes. Like
you be trying. Well, not you, but niggas be trying.
What? I mean, most men again who are not honest with themselves, they'll be trying to hide it. Because, again, you don't want to make your person feel insecure. That's not the goal. Yeah. Again, it's just something that happens in men. Like, I don't know why. And then, like, you ain't even satisfied until you saw it. Mm. Like, you got to actually see it. Like, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so when you see it, you don't always keep looking for that same girl.
What you mean?
So like say, boom, girl, white dress, walk past, you look, boom, you satisfied. If that same girl walk past, you gonna keep looking every time, or you like, nope, I'm satisfied. I already I already hit that, I'm done.
No, I'm gonna look at it every time that motherfucker walk past.
Bitch, y'all wild.
Keep getting up, bitch.
Y'all wild, dude. That's
need some water. Go to the bathroom.
I know some ladies too. Some of my girls, they the same instinct.
Yeah, they look.
Yeah,
also, so women got the instinct. That's a good question. Do women got that same instinct then?
Because I will, but I have girls who have the instinct like
instinct,
you.
Like
you're like, yes, I have homegirls that got instincts like you.
Like they gotta look.
Yes. Yes. And they'll say that like, girl, your ass is fat.
Shout out to them homegirls.
Or they'll just make jokes like, but girls different. Girls can dance and slap.
Well, I guess the difference is the sexualization of it. So again, I know the difference because men, we sexualize and like hit that shit. Y'all can see the shit.
Right, we be like, she got a pretty ass shape. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we trying.
Y'all like we can grab that like that. Ha ha. Y'all already had it.
Straight up.
Y'all already have it. Y'all already have it.
This motherfucker go.
Also, that's the time. That's my original question. I had to change it, so it'll only go root when y'all imagine it in your head.
Well, not looking at it, not just on the initial look. We ain't getting hard on. If you suck and you getting hard, you must be your first piece of ass you saw if you're getting hard off a piece of booty you unseen and just walk past it. But we gonna look. Okay. Even if it's a slide look. And it'd be funny when men catch other men looking.
You do?
You be looking like, damn, we both look. You saw me. Yeah. I saw you. We saw us.
Right. I remember.
Hey, then we look like, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that.
That's a true story. I remember, this keeps dropping. I remember, thank you, babe.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I remember having an event, because I don't want to give too much. So having an event. I was dating someone, and I invited them to this event that I was having, and my family was at this event too. And when they had later, when we was chopping it up about the day, he had me rolling because he was like, that him and his guy, which is my cousin, they looked at each other, and the fat booty walked past, and the guy was trying to get my dude to look so he could have an excuse to look over there, and he was like, they was like, nigga, I ain't finna get you. This before I was cool, like, you know what I'm saying, with myself. Yeah, so that I'm just laughing because that's true. Because guys do be on that with each other. Y'all be having a whole conversation.
Oh yeah, we gonna have a conversation. If we don't see nothing else, especially for my straight men out there,
you making emphasis.
Yes, we gonna have a understanding about the. We gonna have that. So, that's your question?
Yep. So moving on. So questions from the subscribers.
All right, let's go.
All right. So the first question from the subscribers are: does your past sexual partners play a role in how you have sex with each other? Nigga, like,
do it.
Why I gotta
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, I'll go first if that's.
Yeah, do it for me.
Double Dutch.
Yeah.
All right. Of course they do, but not in a sense of, I remember when I did this with this certain person. It ain't nothing like that. But I don't know what your body count look like, but that's called experience. And when you've had a lot of experience, I think people become like, if you was as a therapist, just think about this now.
I'm not saying,
you'll be a doctor because you're really good at this, right? You're a specialist. You do this, right? So, because I have experience, a doctorate.
You got a doctorate in sexual experience.
PhD.
Triple D. 3D.
I think that experience plays a role in the saddest. Is this satisfying? I just asked, is it satisfying? I think it is. I'm just making sure it's satisfying to you.
So what he said was that, but what I heard you say is, I owe your doctorate journey. Because you said therapist. I owe your doctorate journey of research participants.
Yeah, research participants.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because
of you.
Because of you. All of you.
Because of my schooling.
Because of his schooling. Because of you. All of you.
I've been able to excel in my marriage. Ah! That's how we gonna wrap that one up.
So I owed him a thank you.
1,000 thank.
Thank you, ladies. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
You gotta thank them individually. Gonna thank them together.
We'll be here all day. Like y'all, the TV shows where like the people
credits be running?
Yeah, no, or like it was an episode on Fresh Prince where like everybody Carlton was they was at a cabin and then like everybody just started leaving. So that's how I feel. If I say them names, our camera crew, everybody gonna start packing up, and it's gonna be nighttime, and then it's gonna be like, doo-doo.
We still gonna be saying names.
Yes, we still gonna be saying names.
So thank them. So I think that's yes. I would say yes. So my past sexual experiences has had some influence on us. Okay,
I'll say yes, but in the opposite way.
Oh shit!
It had influence, not yours, mine. I'm not saying for me. No. Thank you, ladies, for real. And then that is like I can look at it like that. Mm-hmm. But for me, it has in a different way because I didn't have a lot. You know, like it wasn't one or two, but it wasn't a lot. I don't have that experience.
Should we ask her? Keep going. Y'all know I wanted to do it, right?
We done had this
Y'all know I wanted to do it right. Y'all know I wanted to ask. Go ahead, baby. What were you saying?
You wanted to ask while I was talking.
Keep going.
So for me, because I'll just say because I'm less experienced than you, you an asshole. You an asshole.
What?
Because I'm less experienced than you. No, but because I don't have that experience, I believe it played a factor because there's a lot of stuff I had to learn with you, you know. So I think in that regard, you know.
Okay, so you feel like you didn't have enough experience.
Yeah.
And you wish you'd have had more experience?
Yeah. Remember one day I was jokingly
Ain't that a bitch? No, I'm glad y'all didn't bust down my wife. Nigga.
Listen, remember I told you that
talking
one
about more
time.
experience. You wanted to get bust down some more, nigga?
Yes. Yeah. Remember one time I told you, yes. Don't listen. We listen and we don't judge. Don't judge me, judge your mammy, okay? Listen. I don't.
Did y'all hear that? What you doing with your wife?
I didn't say body counts. I said experience.
You had a husband 4 times a year.
Shut the fuck up. That wasn't every year, baby.
You ain't cheat. Dude cheated.
Oh, you say did I?
You cheated.
Later, but not during the 4th time. That really, we didn't.
You're a cheater?
I have cheated. Oh, yeah. I cheated. I have cheated. I cheated.
Okay.
I did.
Damn.
I cheated. I told him, like, before I cheated.
Before you, how you cheat? So what you say? I'm finna go cheat?
It was a conversation of explore and you do you. Like, it was more of a conversation. Like, so we having this conversation because I can get, you know me, I'm a straight shooter. I tell everybody.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say because we can go there.
Go ahead.
That's gonna be the next episode.
No, we can.
Okay.
We can make it next episode.
Okay.
So
for me,
cheating, the next episode.
That part. So with me, as far as like cheating goes, in that moment when I'm talking about 4 times a year, no, we were just not that. Like I was focused on some other shit. I was focused on building. We were focusing on building foundations, investing in properties. It just wasn't our thing. It wasn't like.
So that experience backfired on you.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like you had enough experience.
Yeah.
For a person like me.
Correct. Yeah. And remember we had a conversation about that. Like,
For sure.
It's like a standard, and it's like, baby, help me get there. I ain't saying you know what I'm saying? But it's the standard, you know? But that's why, we're going to leave that
there.
Okay. Body counts. Does body count matter?
I should have did it when I was there, shouldn't I, y'all? Do it?
Does body count matter?
It don't matter to me. It wasn't brand new out the box when I got it.
That's what you say. It don't matter to me either. But when I asked you how many, I was shocked. It would have never mattered.
How many? I only had like 4 people in my whole life.
How many baby mamas you got?
Damn, I said, I just said I told you. Okay.
Yeah, so body count don't matter. Like after you told me, I was like, ugh. It was like, nigga, what? That's wild. Dang.
And it's interesting how body count can play perspective on experience versus no experience too. So, you know, what we may seem as bad is good in another area, and what's good in another area play bad.
Right, because remember I jokingly but seriously said to you, like, I wish I had that whole phase. You know, like I wish I had
Everybody
that whole
got a whole
phase.
phase.
Yeah.
Hers was just light, I guess.
Yeah.
She holding with me.
That part. They know.
So where we at?
That's it. Just does body count matter. That's it. Y'all, we done got all off. We just was chopping it up today. I like that.
Yeah, we were just chopping it up. But your sex and your ex and your sex.
Say your takeaway though.
My takeaway? Mm-hmm. Take away all them hoes. I don't need them. That's what you want to hear?
You know I want to hear the truth.
Nah. My takeaway today. Use all your past experiences for the best for your future. And don't linger in your past.
Yes. I like that. Mine is have honest conversations with your partners. Like have real, true, honest conversations. don't. And just to answer your question about the 4, I think what happened in that era too is not having those tough conversations and not being able to communicate like, this is what I like, this not what I like, what's wrong, something's happening, you know. And we've, you know, so I think having those hard conversations is going to be my biggest takeaway. When you know something is rocky, the reason, like how me and you stay on what we stay on is because it be those hard conversations. Like, babe, you been in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, have them hard conversations. When y'all love each other, that shit work. Even if it don't feel good right away, that shit work. And it's definitely a major role when it comes to this sex game, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So make sure y'all check us out. Make sure y'all keep, subscribing, liking, and, hitting us up. Yo.
Any event?
I ain't got none. You got none?
Nope. My TED Talk, that's what I'm protesting. I mean, is it protesting? That's not the word.
Promoting.
Yeah, babe, could you edit this part out?
World is watching, y'all. We gonna give y'all something to see.